Hello everyone, my name is Anthony and today I'm going to show you how to play Fly Me to the Moon. I'm going to try to do this pretty quick because me and my son are here by ourselves, and if he starts crying I'm going to have to attend to him, so I'm going to try to do this really fast. So do your best to follow along. I'm going to go ahead and try to put the tabs of what the chords are. I'm going to try to play through it and try to get through it pretty fast. So this won't be too in-depth. If you guys have any questions, just leave a comment below and maybe I can elaborate on it a little more, okay? So I'm going to do my best to make sure that it's still, still easy to follow through and easy to understand what I'm talking about here. But hopefully it's pretty simple. This song's pretty simple, it's pretty repetitive. It's only that middle part that we're going to walk through together, really. So yeah, let's grab our ukuleles, and just remember the song is tuned to a low G string, so let's grab our ukes and get started. So in the beginning, since it uses a series of chords here, I'm going to use something to kind of help guide me to remember the pattern and everything so I don't get off here. So beginning, it's all downstrokes, right? And it's going to start off on an A minor, which you don't know is already up here on the 2nd fret on the G string. So, okay, and then from there you go to D minor, which is right here. Actually, I try to get it right here. To kind of get that effect, normally if you don't hit it right, if you hit it with all open notes leaving the high one open, it's going to sound like this as you're pressing. So it's important to kind of make sure your index finger is slightly covering that high A string, so get that muting sound as well. So it kind of sounds like this. So go from A minor, D minor, and then to G7 right here. And then I like to do C major 7, and then down to C7. So just easy walk down. And notice too, I'm always palm muting, that stuff too. I'm never going, or you could, but just remember that it's a, and then down to an F. So let's go reverse one more time in the beginning. It's going to go starting with A minor. Fly me to the moon, D minor, and let me play, G7, among the stars, which is C major 7, down to C7. So, F, and let me see what, D minor, spring is like, E minor 7 on Jupiter, and A minor 7, which is open, Mars, and then A7, which is right here. And then for the chorus, which starts off on D minor, in other words, G7, hold my hand, C major 7, which is right here, A7. And then repeat that. In other words, D minor to G7. Darling, kiss me on the C major 7. And now the only thing different is that you're actually going to do a C, an E7, which is positioned like this. So it's going to go to the E7. So I'm actually going to play that through just so we can kind of get the rhythm of that in the chorus. So let's do the last part of the chorus. So it's going to go from D minor to G7 to C major 7 to E7. So it's going to go, darling, kiss me. Right? So when we go to the E7, notice that I kind of do this, like I don't hit that first hit. So it goes down. So let's do it one more time. In other words, darling, kiss me. Do it one more time. In other words, darling, kiss me. And then after that, you repeat everything that we just learned. So back to A minor, and fill my heart with song, D minor, and let me sing, G7, forevermore, 6 major 7, down to C7. So, and 'cause you are all I long for, all I've worshipped worshipped and all I adored. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you. And then it's gonna go to the fancy part. So just notice, since the beginning, all we're doing is downstrokes, so it's pretty easy. I think the hardest part of this whole song is being able to memorize all the chord changes. I had to write them down because I still get kind of mixed up. But yeah, just downstrokes, and just remember to palm mute every single one. Or see, as I strum down, this is stopping it. So at first, if you just need to go D minor, that's okay. Until you can kind of get the comfortable with just pressing after you strum. So as I strum down, I lift up. So as I'm pushing down now, strum down, lift up to stop the sound. So that's going to be important. So down. And obviously I'm doing this because my fingers aren't covering all the strings. So that gives me the... And then when you go to D minor, you're only really covering these strings. This finger right here, remember, is muting the high one. So this one, same thing, muting the high G string. Down to C7, which I go like this. So down, mute, 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 and then same thing right here. So getting that technique down might take a second, so if you need down strum, perfectly fine. So now let's go ahead into the instrumental part, which is my favorite part personally. So it's going to be on a C, like that, and this is how it's going to go. So let me play it for you first, and then we'll do it together. So now let's go over it together. So first off, it's going to start off on the C chord here, and then as you notice right here on my ring finger, it's going to start off right here on the 5th fret on the very low G string. So it's going to go, but I'm going to come high right here on the 3rd fret on the A string, so, and then back down to the 5th, like that. And then we're going to go back up to that same position right here on the A string, 3rd fret. And then just climb down on the E and C string, so it's going to go one more time. So 5th fret on the G string, we got the A string on the 3rd fret, repeat, and then just come down on the 3rd fret on the E string, and then on the 4th fret C string. So it's going to go one more time, really slow. And then next position is going to be E minor, which you're going to fully strum. Notice I'm not using just one finger. I'm kind of doing 3 fingers, kind of give it that effect. So if you want to try that, or you can do the 1, it's fine, whatever works for you. But I like to do that for stylistic purposes, no real reason. But it goes. So after you do that whole lick, on the 3rd fret, hit it right here on the E string. So. And then open on the high A string. And then 2nd fret, A string, and then A string 3rd fret. So. One time real slow. I'm sorry. So let's start from the beginning really slow, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to start off with the, this is actually the F right here. Oh, there's my son. So we're going to start from the F here. I go like this because it's easier, and I like where it sounds in the position. I mean, it's going to sound funky if it... You could play right there, it sounds like. I've never tried until right now, but I just like it from right here. And it's kind of hard because you have to press all the ones on the 5th fret besides the high notes. So it's gonna, right, compared to this down here. So you could do that to F down here, but I choose to go up here because instantly right after that, from going right here, I go right here, right? So so it goes F right here. So that's going to be 5th fret all the way. We're just going to go by string names. So it's going to be G, E, G, E, C, G. So one more time. And for those who probably don't have the low G string and want to make it sound like that, it's going to make sense to go up here, which is looks like it's going to be open C, open C, open A, open C, open A again, and then 1st fret E string, and then C. So it's going to go, yeah, that would actually work compared to this, but I just like this one. And then continuing on, you're actually going to strum just like the position of the C, except you're only going to strum the G, C, and E strings. So it's going to go. So after you strum, you're going to climb back down on the E, C, and G strings. So it's going to go. So dun, 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 and then hit the high A string right here on the 3rd fret. So it's going to sound. So once again from the top, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, I need to go get him. Hey, look, say hi to everyone. Say hi. No? Yeah, so I gotta make this quick or he's gonna start crying again. So we don't want that. We don't want to upset baby, but he's gonna watch Dad here for a second. Oh, bam. All right, so where were we? Okay, yeah, we're in that middle of that solo, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. My apologies. So from the top, I'm gonna go really slow on the solo part. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, cool. And then after that, it's going to go back to the F part. It's going to be a G, E, C, G. So now this next part is the climb down, which is going to sound like this. So that's going to be coming from the F. And then you hold the C position right here, like we did previously. And then, except this time, you're actually going to pluck individually the low G string and then both of these C and E strings. So, and then down position A minor, same exact plucking pattern, which is going to sound like that. So once again, it's going to go, and then down to the position of E minor 7. But you don't hit the high A string, that's important. So it's only going to be these bottom 3 strings as you do the climb down. So once again, A minor, E7 position, and then, so da 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 da. So it's going to be like this rhythm. One more time. And then after that, we actually hit the E7, which is this chord again. That rhythm. So starting from the top of the solo, let's do it one more time all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and. Notice how I did upstrokes on that? That's how I really play it. So it's so up, 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 down, up, 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 down. So it kind of goes goes like that. But cool, so that's the solo part, and then all the way to the end it's going to be exactly the same way that we've been doing since the beginning. So let's start again, A minor. And fill my heart with song, and let me sing forevermore. 'Cause you are all I long for, all I've worshipped and all I adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, I love you. And this is going to be the last solo, which is same positioning as the previous solo on the C, doing the low G string on the 5th fret, and then it's kind of the same beginning, so low G on the 5th, and then the high A string on the 3rd fret, and then you're going to climb up to the 7th fret and climb down to the 5th, 3rd, and then the 2nd fret. So it's going to sound like this. One more time. So one more time, and once again on the E minor. So as you strum, do the high A string on the 2nd fret on that E minor, and then climb down to the 3rd fret E string, open on the A string, and then 2nd fret A string. So once again from the top. Once again from the top, a little slower. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and. And then from there you go F. So down strum, open G, 1st fret on the E string right here, which is the same position as the F. So it's going to go A string, E string. So A string, E string, A string. And then right here on the G7. So it's the same plucking pattern except from F. You go to G7, same plucking pattern. And then you go from, oh no. Good thing this is almost over. And then you go slide from the B up to the C. Perfect. So that's how you play Fly Me to the Moon. And we'll do one last playthrough. I think we can get one last playthrough. So play along with me. I'll play it a little slower than I do my original version. And hopefully it sounds good. So yeah, we'll do it right now. Alright, A minor, let's go. Hold on, I'll be right with you, James, okay? Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. What's the matter? No. Daddy's trying to play! No! Well guys, I tried to do a playthrough, so obviously watch my original version, try to play along as best you can, and yeah, hopefully I was able to explain some stuff in the tutorial. Obviously if you guys do like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for future videos and tutorials, and I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. So take care y'all, and happy playing. See ya.